recognition.
I have a motion at the desk,
The
Mr.
clerk will
Speaker.
report the motion.
Ms. Clark of Massachusetts moves to lay the resolution on the table.
The question is on the motion offered by the gentlewoman from Massachusetts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I request a call of the yeas and nays.
Wow. Just wow. What you just saw was a glimpse of the massive controversy currently surrounding Ilhan Omar in Congress. And honestly, many people believe this moment has been building for quite some time. For years, critics have argued that rhetoric like this has gone largely unchallenged, and they feel it has contributed to deeper divisions across the country. At this point, the discussion is no longer just about ordinary political disagreements. Supporters and critics alike are framing it as a debate about the core values Americans believe their country should stand for. Emotions are running high, and opinions on all sides are strong. In a moment, we're going to watch the full video together. After that, we'll take a closer look at what's happening, why this controversy is gaining so much attention, and why some people argue that Ilhan Omar's actions and statements have had a negative impact on the national conversation. So, grab your popcorn and stay tuned as we break everything down step by step. And if you're interested in discussions about the direction the country is heading, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who might want to join the conversation.
And the political engagement of youth, whereas Charlie Kirk was a man of deep faith, a husband, and a father of 2 young children, whereas on September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the campus of Utah Valley University while exercising his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Whereas on September 11, 2025, one day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar gave an interview on a Zateo town hall with Mehdi Hassan in which she smeared Charlie Kirk and implied he was to blame for his own murder. Whereas on September 12, 2025, 2 days after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, which disparaged the character of Charlie Kirk and those mourning his death. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X states, "Charlie Kirk is dead," and before the body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cardinal for their holy war. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, "Don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda." Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, "Charlie Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying on weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and seeking his massive following on them." Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, "Charlie Kirk was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed in the subjugation of women. And in his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles." Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, "Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein, and his monster shot him through the neck." Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 23 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibly on the House. And whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect credibly on the House, now therefore be it resolved that 1. Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. 2. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. 3. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. And 4. Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and the
All right, we've now watched the entire clip, and honestly, it's even more intense than it first appeared. Let's take a moment to unpack what's going on. First, there's the resolution aimed at censuring Ilhan Omar. Supporters of the resolution argue that it isn't a sudden or impulsive move. In their view, it reflects growing frustration built over several years in response to statements and controversies involving Omar that critics say have been troubling. The resolution references the assassination of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk and the public reaction that followed. According to those backing the measure, they believe Omar's social media response after the incident focused more on criticism than on messages of mourning or unity. For critics, that reaction became a major flashpoint in the broader debate over her rhetoric and public statements. They also point to past controversies that have drawn significant criticism, including remarks that some groups and lawmakers condemned as anti-Semitic, such as the widely discussed "It's all about the Benjamins" tweet referencing money and political influence. Another comment frequently cited by critics is her phrasing about the September 11th attacks, where she said, "Some people did something," a remark that sparked widespread backlash and debate at the time. Supporters of the censure resolution argue that these examples represent a pattern rather than isolated incidents. In their view, the issue is about whether public officials should be held accountable for language that many believe fuels division or offends communities. Another key moment in the debate was the motion to table the resolution. In congressional procedure, tabling a motion effectively sets it aside, preventing a full debate and vote on the underlying proposal. Critics of the move say this avoids addressing the concerns directly, while supporters argue it can be a procedural step to move past politically charged measures. The vote itself was extremely close, highlighting how sharply divided opinions are on the issue. Some lawmakers believe a formal censure would send an important message about accountability and standards for public discourse. Others believe the effort is politically motivated or unnecessary. At its core, the dispute reflects a larger national conversation about political rhetoric, responsibility, and the role elected officials play in shaping public dialogue. Supporters of the resolution believe they are standing up for accountability, while opponents see the situation very differently. Whatever side people fall on, the debate shows just how deeply polarized political discussions have become, and how questions about leadership, language, and values continue to spark strong reactions across the country.